Hi, my name is Angela Cozine, and I am going to be talking to you today about the Puritans and their contribution to the founding of America. Now, in my opinion, the Puritans made a very significant contribution to America's founding by way of education. They placed a very high importance on the education of their children. One of the first things most Puritan settlements did when they came to America was they set up a school in their village or their settlement. And they did this because they were very concerned with their children. They wanted to make sure their children could read the Bible for themselves, and they wanted to make sure that they could write as well. So they wanted high rates of literacy among their community so that each successive generation could read the Bible, interpret it, and teach it to their children, and that it would go on and on. Now, this was very much a Puritan belief, because Puritans did not, unlike the Anglican Church, they did not believe that faith, the Christian faith, was passed down from one generation to the next. They believed that individuals had to read the Bible and learn about God for themselves. They believed very strongly that only God could save a soul, and they wanted to give their children the best education they could to that end. And due to this belief, and due to their very high concern with educating their children, children went to school. All Puritan children went to school at some point, whether it was to a dame school when they were young, around 6 or 7, or to a common school if they were older, or to a university. Many of you probably know this, but if you don't, Yale and Harvard were both founded as Puritan universities for the training of the clergy. Now, the reason why this is such an important and crucial thing is because our nation could not have come to the point of revolution had we not been the literate one that we were. Pretty soon after colonies started being set up in the New World and everything like that, literacy rates in America very soon surpassed those in Britain. And Americans read quite a bit more than most European people did at the time, even the common people. And this was a very significant thing because reading material circulated very widely in the colonies. And with this material soon came revolutionary material such as Patrick Henry's speeches, different pamphlets, and things that contributed to the revolutionary sentiment that people were able to read. So it could be argued that the revolution may not have happened had the Puritans not been so concerned with the education of their children and making sure everyone in their community could read and write. Another big contribution of the Puritans was the work ethic. In America, we really relish the story of the self-made man. We think of hard work as a good thing, as something that you should do. We kind of tend to scoff at people who we perceive to be lazy or who made their money doing not a whole lot. And whereas in Britain, at least at this time, people tended to take the view of if someone made money without having to work for it, that made them higher class, whereas in America, not so much. We tend to celebrate figures like Andrew Carnegie and John D. Rockefeller, who are the example of the self-made man, people who made their money through business savvy and through hard work. And this is really a Puritan thing. The Puritans very much valued hard work. They made sure that everyone in their community was working, that children worked, everyone worked, and they viewed it as a good thing. It's where we get the term the Puritan work ethic. They believed that hard work was godly and good, and that it should be the business of your everyday life. And this is, like I said, the Puritans really started this, and this is where we kind of get our value of hard work and ingenuity here in America. Thanks a lot. Bye.